This is Booze and Betrayal, the game that I have been working on for the last 3 weeks, and I have now only 7 days to go before my deadline to release, and I think that is pretty scary. So this game is what you see, a simple pixel art platformer game set in Prohibition era USA. This is my first proper game. It's made with Godot and set to release on itch.io on February the 4th, at least according to my plan. That is only 7 days from now, and I really have a lot of work to do in the lead up to release. This is what the game looks like at the moment. This is level 3, a pretty obvious and blatant reference to the game Rotgut, which I think is super cool. This level is the hideout of Sammy, the guy that the player is chasing down to avenge the death of his best friend, and this will be the penultimate level, the level just before the final one, the boss level, the showdown with Sammy. For this level, I plan on making at least one more enemy type here to make some variety compared to the previous levels, to introduce something new, and probably that enemy will also be a reference to someone out of Rotgut. By the way, as I said, this game is set to release on February the 4th on itch.io, and for anyone who will take their time to comment on any of the videos for this project as long as it's in development, I'll give the game away for free. I really like and appreciate the level of engagement of you guys following my channel. I'll probably be making devlogs every other day now until release, so if you want to follow me, please hit the subscribe button. And on top of that, I just got myself a Twitter account, so I'll be tweeting there as well. So that's at Pickled Cockroach on Twitter. So for the development of the game, some minor things added and tweaked. First of all, I adjusted the behavior of the police in level 2, so they operate like this now. As long as the player doesn't show his gun or his baseball bat, all is fine and good. The cops will just leave him alone, no suspicion, they just think he's a nobody walking around doing his business. But as soon as they see the player with his weapon, they will have recognized him and will be coming for him, even after he reholsters his gun. That is at the individual level. They're not communicating with each other, so that if one cop has recognized the player, the next one has not necessarily done so. So this might introduce a slightly different play mechanic in level 2, and I think of having more cops at the beginning of level 2 and not so many towards the end, as the neighborhood gets increasingly more seedy and the player is venturing further into gangster land, getting closer to Sammy's hideout. And then I added another skin for the hoodlum, which is basically just changing the color of his jacket. I guess it's okay if they just look very much alike, kind of clones of each other more or less. Maybe some kind of lazy way to introduce some humor in the game, a bunch of identical twins roaming about. The last couple of days my strategy has been to piece together as many parts of the game as possible and not necessarily completing the ones I already have. I'm just thinking it's better to have all the parts there, and then I can spend the rest of the time making them as good as possible. So my plan for the weekend is to get all the parts put together, including menus and transitions between levels, and then through next week I will adjust the level designs as best as I can in the remaining time and polish up the graphics and stuff like that. This project is really a speed run. It's only been 3 weeks, 1 week left to go, and that's not a lot of time, so I won't have time to do everything that I would have liked to. This game is a 4 weeks project with the limitation that naturally goes with such a brutally short development time. And it's been only me doing this in my spare time as my first proper game, and on top of that even having a full-time job on the side. So that's all for now. The next one coming up on Sunday. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button. I think I will increase the frequency of my devlogs leading up to release, so it's only 7 days left. If you want to subscribe, click the subscribe button, and I hope you will follow me until release, planned for February the 4th. So checking out, take care, and have a great weekend.